The baby. Look at Mama con el baby allá está arriba y la mira.
Referred to as the alpha, so he's like the class president. He has to make sure that everyone in the chimp group is getting along. So instead of seeing more of those like day-to-daily like more paternal interactions with the babies, we see them looking after the entire group. And the strongest connection is like what we see here. It's going to be mostly between moms and their babies. That's a relationship that will be all lifelong, because not only do we see that with Yoshi and her little baby in front of her, but also her mom Regina still will make Yoshi sit down and she'll pick things out of her hair and make sure that she's feeling better, because again, that's a lifelong relationship that we see there. And it's like, you're never not my baby, so that's how they get treated and what we see here in the troop. Do we have more questions or other things we'd like to know about the chimps? Yes, sir.
Did the babies start to eat food or only milk?
The babies are kind of curious right now. It's funny, if you were to see any of the babies smiling right now, you would see a lot of gums, even at just a couple months old. Like, they don't have their teeth yet or started chewing. There is curiosity about food, and we'll often see that, where we'll see while mom or any of the other adults are eating food, the babies will start to reach out. They're trying to grasp and kind of see what that is. They can't chew it yet, but sometimes we might see mom might chew on something to kind of share with her baby, especially as they're starting to become a little more precocial, when they're not hanging on to mom anymore and they're kind of wandering around near mom and looking for food. That's where they might get things and put things in their mouths and start to eat more solid foods. It's all in time. Yes, and one more question.
When do you think the third baby is going to join the other two?
When will these babies join? When will all of our
Third
chimpanzees
baby.
all together in one big group? We're taking that very slowly. What we were shared with by the animal care team is chimpanzees have this sort of natural capacity for what we call a fission fusion social group, meaning that when resources are plentiful, you'll have lots of smaller groups fused together into one bigger group, and they do really well. But we also see in the field that there's fission, or when resources become more scarce, the groups may split apart into smaller groups. So like that's our capacity for what we see here with the groups. That's not a resource challenge that we have for these chimps and why they were separated, because here at the zoo they've got 3 meals a day all throughout the day. Food is not a problem for them. What we do see is management when it comes to personalities within the group. And it's not talking out of turn because we see this with them every day. Yoshi and Regina, mom and her mom, we're starting to have a little bit of a drama is the best way I can describe it. They were having some challenges interacting with some of the other chimpanzees within the group. And that was sort of having a ripple effect for everyone in the group. It's like it's kind of like saying if 2 chimpanzees have beef, it doesn't just stay with those 2 chimps. Everybody gets involved in some way or another. So to kind of help cool things off a little bit, the groups were separated, and we saw all of those more disruptive behaviors kind of just like fade away. The boys have been doing really good with Zoe, the other mom that's in with them. Yoshi and Regina have been doing really great together. So there is going to be a time where the groups will come back together slowly but surely. We'll make sure that everyone's getting along with one another again, but that's the intention. We don't have a timeline on that. We kind of have to go with the speed of the chimps and how well they're acclimating to wanting to spend more time with one another. I can imagine there'll be a lot of vocalizing when that happens, but eventually in time we'll have one massive group of chimpanzees. It already is a massive group, but where we can see all 17 individuals in the space together is just a matter of time. Oh, and one more question?
When do you, so it seemed like the older baby was starting to kind of walk, kind of like holding on to mom, trying to walk. When do you expect that it to be like moving away from mom a little bit?
How far will baby get away from mom?
Well, when will it kind of go from, like, because it looked like it was trying to go to the other mom? And
Yes, we have seen a bit of what's called allo parenting, or pass the baby, where the babies have actually not just stayed just with mom. Some of the other females are sort of like, they've gone over to better. The babies usually want to start climbing and go all the way up to the top of the habitat, but mom, Colleen over there, she's like, nope, I've got your foot, and my arm is stretched, and you can't go any further than that, but the babies will try. We'll see more of that here, especially as playful as chimpanzees and active as they get. We'll start to see more of baby wanting to go away from mom, but it's really up to the moms to say, okay, you can go off on your own and play with the others, or nope, you're sitting right here. Well, that does bring us to the end of our program for today, and I do appreciate that our chimps have been so lovely with their demeanor today. Not too much drama as we've just all been hanging out together. But also I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone for coming and joining us for the program today. And I do stress that if you would like to see some of the other newborns that have just arrived here at the zoo, if you go just down this pathway, you'll see the first one at the orangutan habitat with her mom, or with his mom. And then if you go further to the gorillas, you'll see one of the baby gorillas being held. Going further past next to the restaurant, the churro factory, will be where you can see the other the baby gorilla. We don't know if that baby is a boy or a girl yet. Mom's been holding the baby really close. But all the babies are doing really well and really healthy, so I hope you all get a chance to see them all today. But thanks so much, everyone. Hope you enjoy your day today at the zoo. Yes, you follow the pathway. As you go down the path, orangutans will be your first stop, and gorillas will be just after that. If you're looking for all the adult male chimpanzees, they're the house with their moms. Well, we've got 2 moms in this group, and there's 1 mom in that group. Zoe's up there with you.
it's all the same. They make it easy and especially they're just so charming. I mean, that was yes. Well, I'm sure the moms will be more happy because it means they'll be
comes back out. Like, we're going around one side. Pretty much well, I guess I'm going to
Yeah, this one has a baby and then the one over there.
They really vary. I mean, they're
Interesting.
There's a lot of the development we see with large state babies matches what we see with babies by the time they keep something they're starting to like try to manipulate food or may not be really getting like eating that solids yet, but moms will try to
It's a baby.
Oh, I didn't know.
She's having a baby.
I think it's a girl.
In a bottle. I can just imagine it. Oh, that's cute.
No, that's the person who watches over them.
Oh, what a baby.
Oh, so cute.
Let me take face.
You must have to go.
That's a very nice toy.
Look down. Simon. I know.
know the chimpanzee, that baby, she also hold the baby too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see that a little bit? Yeah.
So cute.
So cute, man.
Is that dad right there or is that another female?
That's another thing.
Another female. Oh my goodness.
Now the chimpanzee, you can see was very chocolate white forehead. That's Yoshi's mom, Regina. They were having some drama.
And they were fighting.
There's this group and then the rest of the group and everyone was going on.
Oh my goodness.
Is that something happen when they have babies or
Oh, it's like the sign here says housing promotion. That's like a daily occurrence for chimpanzees, whether there's babies or not. It seemed like as she was getting closer to delivering, there was some interaction with maybe some of the other boys that maybe Yoshi was being a little more sensitive about, but that also meant that her mom, Regina, turned into a little bit more of like a lion, like, get away from my girl, what are you doing? And, that just means like we have to, luckily the way the habitat is laid out, it gives us the opportunity for the group to go apart, come together, depending on whatever the needs are that we see with the sort of like the temper of what's going on within the group. But eventually, in time, we'll see all of them come back together.
They're really big.
Well, from this vantage point on the rocks, they do look very big, but if they were right here in front of us, you get a better sense of it by the window area off to the side or over here if they were by the windows. But from there, where they are right now, like in the sitting position, it'd only be about yay high. and actually very slight. Yeah,
But tall.
standing wise, they're if they were even standing up, their head would be like the top of their head would be like that. And their posture is just really built around their feet and in a 4-point stance. But that's acceptable. Yeah, Regina is one of the younger girls in the group, and she like gets along with everybody.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
she's the one
that
that
is that's her older daughter.
Oh, really? That's the older daughter.
That's often when you see chieftains and their really close by, you see their like their best friends, like our two youngest girls, Kima often together, and Zoe are about the same age, but moms with their kids often will hang out with them. Alongside the dog, there are people that live in this place. So she is the mother to Yoshi, the grandmother.
That's the grandmother. Yes, the white one over here. That's the grandmother. They had a predicted, you know, it was like sort of a non-verbal thing. And she's come back to the good of every year for a long time. And, you know, when you wake up days, especially with the risk and the animals,
Picture and he's gonna tell us what the lens on there. Two of us.
Oh. Hello. Congratulations. Congratulations. I think that when they're making all that noise, I think that might have been the theme. Because it knows and
Yeah, because it's yeah.